Hello. Hey everyone. Happy Saturday afternoon. It's Lauren from Stampin' Up. I just thought I'd jump on here for at least a little bit. Show something very new. I'm excited to show my new Stamparatus. This is the box it comes in. And yeah, I've already been into it and peeked at it. But I thought I'll do the rest of the unboxing with you today to show you what this great item is. It's one of these items that I don't know how to describe it. Let me pull up the official description and see if that makes any sense, because I don't know how to describe it. Because I was showing my parents today and they're like, what is it? And I'm like, I just gotta show you. I don't know how to tell what it is. Okay, according to the website, a must-have tool for all stampers, the Stamparatus helps you perfectly align stamp images, stamp multiples of the same product quickly and precisely, and get complete ink coverage. Okay, so there we go. And it's compatible with the both red cling stamps and the photopolymers. And then it goes on about stuff. Okay, all right, let's open it up. And if anybody's catching the replay, please let me know. Now I got one side already open somewhere here. Here it is. Alright. So here it comes. I think we're looking at the back side. That's okay. I'm just going to move the box for now. Not sure if I'll keep it. So I got a couple extra baggies because I've already been into it. And then, oh, here it is. Here it is. So already, right off the bat, here's one of the plates. So in case you're wondering, like, what the heck are these plates? Think of it as we've got these. Here's a very large version, and of course it's beautiful and new. It's actually textured too, I just realized. Huh. Alright, so I got a baggie there. Get rid of off to the side. So it comes with two of these. The other one's already in it, because I had already kind of played with it. Alright, let me pull it out, the rest of it. I'm just going to move the bubble wrap, anybody? And here's the other plate already on it. And so in case you're wondering how this works, it's got a foam piece. So essentially, what you do is, this is also used for, let me see what the instructions say. What's the foam piece for? Does it tell me? I have to read. So apparently with photopolymer stamps, it suggests to use the foam. Personally, I don't. I find a solid surface is more effective, but that's just my opinion. Actually, no. I just realized it could be because of how large this is. Okay. Okay, so now I'm making sense here. Alright. So I do have to use the foam piece. Duh. Alright, and then on the back side, we've got two magnets, and the advice is don't stick them together, because they're really magnets. And I'm trying to pull this one up, and then I've seen other demonstrators do is they take some tape. Let me grab some painter's tape. I'll use that for now to kind of create a handle for trying to pick up the magnet. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh, I didn't realize that I gotta use the foam piece. Huh. We live and learn. So then I'm just creating a tag for my magnet. I'm just going to grab my skizzers and have at it. Alright, so there, I've got a little thing that way. Let's demonstrate that. See how well that's stuck? I can pick this up, or I should be able to. Nice idea in theory. Yeah, it will work, but I'll have to look at a little more. Painter's tape tends to rip easily, so that might be a bit of an issue. Alrighty, so then there's this plate, and then we have the second plate, which is a piece of paper stuck to it. I'm on a roll today with demonstrating. Okay, and these pop in and out really easily. So that way I could have stamps on here, and then stamps on there. If you get the rough idea. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep the side plate on. I'm going to pull the... Actually, I'm all disastrous. No, I'll keep the side plate on. Or not. I'm undecisive. Okay, I'll keep one of them on. I'll just pull that one off until I figure out what I'm doing. Alright, so what I'm going to also do is I'm going to create... Actually, Stampin' Up does... So this grid on here is part of just overall how it is if I'm using red cling. However, which I'm not. Or I am? I don't know. Still making sense of this thing. Because actually, no, I probably do need that foam piece all the time. Oh. Alright, either way, I'm going to cut me a piece of paper to put on this. So according to this, this is like 7" by 7". Okay. So I'm just going to cut a 7" 7x7 piece off of my usual grid paper here. Stampin' Up! Does sell nicer stuff than this. It's just I have a whole whack of it originally, so I just use it a lot. So let's get me a 7x7. Of course, now I'm getting chimed left and right. Actually, I gotta pull it to get 7. Alright, I just gotta make it a little longer here. Un moment as I work my way through. This piece might be a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Then again, 7". Yeah, it's gonna be a little wonky because it's a scrap piece. Alright. So there's a 7x7-ish. Alright, I'm gonna pull this back out. Put my, once I get my thing to cooperate, my paper cutter, the extender piece. Alright, so let's see if I can figure out how to use this today, because I want to know how to use it. Alright, so I'll just go this way. Alright, so the foam piece, which is here somewhere. Where are you? Here we go. So let's go put the foam on, and I'm just going to stick this on as some sort of backing. And then I have a piece of paper here to play with. And what's nice about the grid paper is you can kind of line up stuff quite nicely. And then the magnet, which is here somewhere, I'm just going to stick on right there. That way it keeps everything in place. There's a second magnet as well, which is super useful. And then, to show for today, I have a new stamp set to play with. So I'll just close this up for the moment, just to kind of start figuring stuff out. So I've got this Hippest Hippos. This is from the celebration recently. And then I also have, just to kind of tease a little, the Christmas Scotty Christmas set, which doesn't have to be always Christmas. And I even had splurged and picked up the Scotty Doggy Hole Punch, which is adorable. So in case you're wondering, why did I get this? This is used, as the instructions mentioned earlier, multiple stamping. So essentially, I could have a stamp on here, and then stamp, and then pull the paper, and then put another paper, and stamp, and stamp, and stamp. I know I sound like a little kitty right now. Alright, so I'm going to prepare a Hippest Hippos. I'm going to make a basic panel here. So I've got a ballerina hippo, a flower hippo, another hippo that looks like he's on a prowl, or he or she's on a prowl. I'm going to go with the You're So Hip guy here, because I'm getting an idea here. Because also what's useful about this is project planning, if you want to stamp everything at once or not. So I've got that hippo. I've got these. Where's my hippo? Right there. So I'm just going to peel the backing on this right now to create the label. For this is red cling, in case you're curious on what these guys are. Alright, and then I'll just do it on here. So ideally with the red cling is try to lay the stamp as much as possible on top of that label. Give it some firm pressure. And then that should work. And then peel them up. And now there's our label. So this is where I want to use this. And now I'm going to get a whole bunch of lamp glare. Sorry. Alright, so the idea of this is, why I want to use it is, already, the stamp part down, lay it where I want it to go. I kind of want him or her there. And then the advantage is, once you know exactly where your stamp wants to go, you get the perfect spot, grab this panel, flip it over, gently, press down, and then what will happen is that stamp is on here. Actually, let me move this carefully over because I'm totally off camera most of the time here. That way, that stamp is perfectly on there so I can do this motion without worrying about my pressure, because trying to use the clear blocks, oh my god, this whole lamp thing's gonna be a problem. Alright, give me a moment to, there, a little dark in the corner, I'll have to work on that. But the advantage of doing this versus this is trying to hang on to this can be a pain in the butt, versus this is really, really cool. This is really impeding my lamps. Aww. So I'm close to the one lamp here. Okay, bear with me a few minutes here as I... Oh, that'll work. Kind of. There. That's why I always have paper underneath, is to help with the glare on the items. Alright, let's just give this a shot. Of course, the circle glare is from my camera. Okay, so we've got the perfect lined up here. I gotta work on my lamps. Alright, so I only have a couple ink pads out on the table, so I'm just going to grab this Bermuda Bay and then ink this up. I should have seasoned it, but I didn't. Alright, let's get a bunch of ink. And this is where this is effective. So then, bring it over. Give it some good pressure. And look at that. That's awesome, eh? And the advantage with this is, say I did that, and the ink didn't come through right, I can ink this up again, and then come back over, put pressure, and fix that image. So that is really, really cool. Like, I'm not big on the sponge, but I'll have to work with that. And then once I'm done with that stamp, I can just pull her up. Put into my pad of my cleaning sponge, and then put my stamp away. So I've got that, and then I wanted on here, I'm just going to close this up, that'll make things a lot easier. That way I'm not going to accidentally touch my thing. I wanted the You're So Hip. So I'm just gonna so it's right side up-ish. So I'm just gonna pull that off right now. And then come back to this. Where's the You're So Hip? There it is. It's in the center. And then do it again. Figure out positioning for my tag. I might do all the hippo stamps on this. We'll see. Okay, so I've got that. And then again, try to lay on there best I can. Got it. And pull it up. And there's my new stamp. So come back on here, and then ideally don't put the sticky side down because these are sticky. I want to put that once it stops sticking to my finger, kind of like right there. So then come back, grab it, bring it over, get some ink on there. I'm just going to use the one color for now, because I did not have a plan for this project. So I've got that inked up, and then come back, push, and there's You're So Hip. Now, that had a little bit of inconsistent with the ink. I'm going to come back and give it another good pressure, and it seemed to fill in a little more, which is nice. You can do it twice if you really need to. So we got You're So Hip. Just try to pull this up. Not used to, this is the first time I'm using this on my own. Alright. Then because I'm getting eager here, let's grab the rest of the hippos. Let's go for it. Alright, let's get a little ballerina. And then let's get... yeah, let's do ballerina first. Let's do one at a time. Alright, ballerina friend. Now we got like a whole party of friends here. And there's the ballerina right there. This step is only when you first time use the stamps. Otherwise, let me show you. They get stuck to the back of the case. And easy access for later. And actually, my case is broken. And Stampin' Up! Is really good about replacing cases in case you run into a snag where you receive one, it's cracked, like mine is. I'll show you in a moment why it's cracked. Right around here. Part of the piece is right here. It came a little bit damaged, but that's okay. A replacement one is on its way. Alright, gotta peel that up. And then come back to here. And then, because he's looking that, he or she or he or whatever, is gonna put them kind of like right there. Grab this. This is fun, isn't it? Like, this makes the ease of my project stay still. I don't have to worry about accidentally touching. Well, I mean, there's ways to accidentally touch things. I don't have to worry about bumping it. Now it's pretty light, so let me see if I get it a second press. Looks a little better. So that's kind of nice. I can press it twice, and it's in place. That is awesome. I'm so excited about this thing. I've been wanting this for a while, and then it's like I ended up getting it early because I dropped it off yesterday at my parents. They're like, hey, here's the order, and I kept talking about it. I'm like, I want one. They're like, and they called me up today, like, hey, just take it. I'm like, all right. I said I'll use it for promotion. All right, one more hippo, and we'll kind of wrap up this cuteness, at least for this point. All right, so then this hippo is holding a flower. This was a popular stamp set during Celebration. There's the hippo, so there it is. This was a popular one during Celebration. There was actually dies to go with this one, but I did not get them because I only got this, and then I ended up getting an embossing folder that was available with Celebration. And as to why I'm purposely showing this today is like, hey, it's Christmas season. Like, this Stamparatus is a great gift for anybody who does this type of crafting. And it could be used for other things too, technically. I'm not sure what, but creativity's endless. So then this hippo, I'm gonna put her, I'm gonna go like right there. Alright, and then pick it up. This is so neat. I love this thing. Get some ink on there, and then bring it over. And that was pretty weak, eh? Come across a second. It helped a little, but it looked like I missed some ink in the center. Because I was just kind of going fast. So I'm just going to add some new ink and see if this effectively works to fix where I messed up. Yes! Oh my goodness. See how well that works to get the perfect stamping. This is amazing. I'm actually really in love with this. That's amazing. I mean, it could be a layer, it could be a little better, but that, like, it makes the perfect stamping. Oh my god. I'm excited. Anyway, and I see no one's watching, but that's okay. Feel free to catch the replay. Hashtag replay, and let me know what you think, and subscribe, and like, and follow, and all that fun stuff. But no, I'm really excited about this. Look how great this is. How easy to use. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to hold this corner. I'm going to pull up the magnet. And there is a panel that I can color in. I can do something with it. I can make it into a sign, a home decor piece, something. I might give it to a friend that I like to torment. So I might very well do that, but we'll see. I'll see what I pair this with. But since we're here, and I'm thinking, what do I have on the table that I can use? Now I'm getting ideas. Alright, well, first things first, I'm going to put the Stamparatus aside. I'm going to stick the magnet just on here, so everything kind of stays put. But yeah, this is great. I'm in love with this thing. This thing is amazing. I highly recommend it. I really do. Alright, let me move aside. And let's finish some of this. Let's see what I can do. I think I have a paper towel here from a restaurant. And I want to use it for something here because I'm getting an idea. I want to do the edges with some of that stamp color with just the Bermuda Bay. But to do that, I need a paper towel to make a mess. Like so. But see how that cool distressing is kind of happening? Of course, I kind of muck it up a little, but that's okay. I just felt it needed something, you know? Alright, so there is a really neat distressing of color, just to give it a little whimsy fun. To do that was just take Kleenex isn't really that good, but like a paper towel or a napkin works just as effective, I find. And yeah, there we go. I'm just going to clean up my desk a tiny bit. I'm going to put the cap on that ink, which is a hell of a good idea. And yeah, and then I feel like I'm done, but I'm not. When am I ever done? I'm just cleaning up the desk a tiny bit here. Alright, we'll come back to that in a moment. I want to bring something in. Okay, I'm just going to move this off to the side because I got some ink on there and I don't want to accidentally make a bigger mess because that could happen. I'm just going to take that, fold it in half, grab my bone folder because I want to show you something what the Stamparatus does not do. That way you have a better instinct because I'm going to continue with my process. I'm going to bring back the Stamparatus, my friend. Alright, I'm going to bring my card base, which I'm going to do the back as I usually do. So I'm just going to lay it on. Now what the Stamparatus does not do is my colored kitty stamp because it's already perma on a block. The only thing Stamparatus can help you with is if you get stamps that you have to adhere to a block each time you use it. So there's the difference here. So then I'm just going to do my kitty cat now. And I'm going to try something with the Stamparatus in a moment. So the downside with the kitty cat is I gotta make it perfect. And let's see if I can do it without screwing it up. There we go. There's a pretty good cat. Clean that stamp quickly. And then what I'm going to do with the angel policy in my created by stamp, do that now. That way I can show a good way of doing this. And then I'm just going to give these a quick wipe so that they can hopefully adhere. I'm going to try this out. So I'm just going to get my created by stamp exactly where I want it to be. And then I'm going to get the Stampin' Up one exactly where I want that to be. Let's see if that works. Which it might work. So let's see here. Bring this over so I can pick up the two stamps. Then I can put the ink on both of them and finish the back of the card. And hope this works. Let's see. Hey, it worked! There we go. Another way of using the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to take these away, clean them, and put them away. Alright, and there's my tour of the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to pull this away and finish my cute little basic card for today by bringing this back in. Get some adhesive, which is here somewhere, just this, and then I am done. There we go. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about the Stamparatus, let me know. Thanks, bye for now.